needs to make channel point loadouts so I can have different channel point redeems based on what I'm doing. This could be 2D versus 3D, collabs or not, challenge streams, and more. This is probably the one and only time where I can actually sit there and go, hey, I can do a do, I can help. Hello, if you found this video, my name is Tubbernaut. I am a fat bearded variety streamer from Australia. This is completely new to me. Making YouTube videos is not my wheelhouse. Getting drunk and playing video games is. So I will do this as quick as I can, as easy as I can. I will probably waffle and this is all going to be one cut. I expect it to be terrible, but you're going to comment down below that it's really nice and how good it is, so I can keep day drinking and feel good about myself. Yeah, it's simple. Back in the days of Black Ops 2, there was only a limit of 10 creator classes, and that was it. If you wanted more stuff luck, you know, you would have to sit there and swap out the guns that you wanted when there was obviously more than 10 primary weapons. And then Treyarch got the idea, hey, we like money, let's create some DLC that we can sell for like $3. That's going to give people more and many pages of custom classes, and then we look like we're doing things. And I thought to myself, that applies here. Like, not the making custom classes. Give me money so I can buy Pepsi. But no, I've been using a program called STREAMERBOT that looks like this. And basically I've been using it for a while now, and I solved that issue of having a limit of 50 channel point redeems quite early on, and I figured I can help you apply it here with a bit of magic and some tomfoolery and hopefully a basic understanding of StreamerBot. If you don't know what StreamerBot is going to be a little bit tricky. You won't be able to fumble your way through it too easily, but in the description below I will leave you a link to a very lovely gentleman with very nice hair who does a fantastic beginner's guide on what you do need to know and what you don't need to do, and we'll get you going. But jumping straight into it, I basically assume that you've got it all linked up to your Twitch account and you've done the initial steps, and the buttons I click now are all going to function. Normally we jump straight into it, but before we do, you actually need to come across over to here where it says platforms. Give it a big old click for us, and then pick Twitch. From there, you can list all the different things you want, but you want to go straight into your channel point rewards. And the reason for this being is we have to create the redeems in StreamerBot. You can't just do it over on Twitch's page. You go, oh, look, Tubbs, it worked. The reason being, this one here is a great example of it. If it's not created by StreamerBot, StreamerBot can't control it, so you don't have access to things like changing the name, the description, the costs, the delays, cooldowns, and all that sort of stuff. So super important. Create 10 redeem slots in StreamerBot here. Name them 0 through 9. Don't do 1 through 10 for aesthetic purposes. Otherwise, you're going to go like 1, 10, 2, and that's just awful. You're better than that, okay? Just go 0 through 9. You know what you're about. It's good times. Once that's done, man, it's all smooth sailing. Look, we just come back over here and we look at how pretty this screen is. And basically, what we're going to do is Tubbs is going to grab some code here that's provided in the description below. Yeah, look, he's a clever one. And if we have a look at the actual StreamerBot app over here, if I why am I pressing my button and not working? See, old man is broken. There's a big button up there that says import, and if we click on that, we can paste in this lovely import string, and bam, look, it's done it all for you already. Essentially, it gives you a nice little thing called the reward loadout number 1, and you can hit the import button, and from there it's going to tell me that it's going to override it because, you know, I've already got it in there, but you don't, so you'll skip all that, and it'll go bam, bam, and then from there you can jump into your actions. That's what it's going to look like. See how easy it looks? It's just not overwhelming at all. But no, long and short, basically, it gives you reward loadout 1 as an action group, and then in there, it will do all of the following on the right-hand side. You know how StreamerBot works. Basically, I've got redeem 0 through 9 all the way down the bottom. They're all copy-pastes of one another. It's simples. And the basic concept is in the first one, I gave you some little comment notes so you can break it down and be less scared of it. There's 4 parts to it, 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically, you're going to link it to the first reward. So every single one we're going to go through, that's the only bummer. You've got to manually link them to the rewards that you just made earlier in there. Once you get them linked up, you get to name it whatever you want. So you can sit there and call it Big Can of Beans, And then in the prompt, you can give it a lovely funky description like, make me eat a whole can of cold beans. And then you can give it a cost. The operator, you can ignore. That's for something else. That's if you ever want to have it so it raises incrementally every time it's used. But basically just, give it a name, give it a description, give it its value, hit OK, and that's done. The background colors, you get to be funky like a monkey, baby. You can pick whatever color you want for your buttons. There always should be orange, but if you don't like orange because you're a bad person, you can pick them whatever you want. That's cool. You can even randomize it. Be special in your own way with any color you'd like. The cooldown, you get to set whatever cooldown you like, so people can't spam it. The last thing you want is someone makes you eat 14 cans of beans in 6 minutes. Trust me, it's not enjoyable. You will feel it later. Consult your doctor, you have issues. And lastly is the enabled state. Enabled state means whether it's going to be activated or unactivated, hence you saw they were all deactivated earlier. They're all going to be activated when you pop it there. So that's it. That's literally it. I keep it short and sweet and have 10 at a time, because that way I can have all my other channel redeems, and then when I am playing a specific game, I can have it do certain things. So, like if I'm playing one game, I have it set as a bunch of redeems. Playing another game, it's another bunch of redeems. All that sort of stuff there. You're creative. You know what you're about. I'm doing this to be short and sweet. Basically, I've set it all up, and then what I ended up doing is, here's one I created earlier. Here's one we prepared earlier, as we always like to say. And I've got it set up to a command, so loadout hunt, that I can be playing a game and then go, alright, cool, that's enough of the Hello Kitty Island adventure. Let's go play Hunt Showdown, because F my life. And long and short of it, if I bring this down here like so, bam, you can see that I've got all of them in unsequential order because I'm garbage. Be better than me. But I can jump up here and just type this. So by punching in that command, it should proceed to change them all to what I would use for a game of Hunt Showdown, which are interactive redeems that my chat love to bully me with. You can show me how you can do a much better job. And then basically they're interactive. I use 7 out of the 10, and that's for that. You can set them up for Lethal Company, for your drawing streams, and if you're sitting there and you're painting a miniature, the last thing you want is somebody to be activating one of 10 different horror sounds. So, little things like that go a long way. It's easy, it's simple. You can even copy it 15 more times if you want to do all of them in one hit, and then you just right-click and go duplicate if you want to create multiple loadouts. Assign them to commands, set them up on Stream Deck buttons, use a voice, command to set them up. However you want, you know what you're about. It's easy. It's simple. You're like, I'm sure if there were if I knew how to do things on the screen, it'd be like bam, 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 bam with different ideas and stuff. But you're clever, and now you know how to do it all. You're welcome. I hope it helps. I don't know how the YouTubers do it. What do they say? They do this one. They go, I'm Tubbs. You can find me on Twitch under Tubbanaut. And you can hit like and follow and share and subscribe and do all the things so they shower me in YouTube money and I can afford Pepsi. That's all I got. I'm sure if I forgot something, I'll just do really awkward jump cuts that you'd never even noticed. Talk to you guys soon. If you have questions, jump in the stream. I'm live most Mondays. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't do Tuesdays anymore. Those are sleeping days. That's all I got. I'll edit this part out. I'll make it sound like I know what I'm talking about.